Good afternoon. We are here on hive inspection, I believe number 6 now. It's been 1 week since our last inspection, so let's see what we've got. We've got some comb coming up, it looks like, or being built down. Right there. Let's see. Wow, look at all that propolis there. They're really gluing this down. I am gonna take that wax off. Keep my bee brush free. All right, let's dive in, see what we've got going on. I did remember to put my hood up this time. And I have 5 smoker pellets in that smoker this time. I do intend to switch to something that smokes a little better, but for right now, that's what I have. Alrighty. Now I have left this one in the same spot for 2 weeks, this frame. Haven't been moving them. I'm just trying to get a close look here. I do see bee bread, pollen. I've yet to see any small hive beetles on my frames. It's not me saying that they aren't there, but I don't think I have a problem with them just yet. I've only seen 1 small hive beetle since I found the larva in my drop pan. That is a beautiful frame of capped brood right there. Let's see, I'm just looking for any signs of the queen. Obviously capped brood is a sign of the queen, but I'm not seeing her here. So we're just going to set this guy down and continue on. More and more capped brood. This frame is absolutely full, except for right around in here on the lower portion, but that looks like it has been used. Let's flip it over here. Another great frame of capped brood. Nothing too much to note here. Aside from it looks like their brood count is still doing great. Oh, there's our queen. Right there, I wasn't really expecting to see her on this frame. But there she is, working hard. Let's see if we can watch her find an empty cell here. I doubt we'll be able to. You can see just how much bigger than the other bees she is. Oh, they're saying hi there. Really hoping to get to see her put that thorax down inside one of these empty cubbies. You can tell she's stopping looking at all the empty ones. Super cool. We'll go ahead and put her back just to avoid anything bad happening. And I do think that we'll go ahead and slide over this time, since we haven't the last two. I'll clean the top of this guy here up. This is, I don't know if I've already said this or not, this is week 6 of me tending these bees. Like I've said in previous videos, I am brand new to this. I've just been doing research, finding out when to check them, how often, and what to look for. This is a wild-caught swarm. Me and my father-in-law built pretty much everything that you see. Obviously, we bought the foundations, the frames. This frame in particular was given to us by a beekeeper at a farmer's market. But the hive, the swarm traps that we used to catch them, we all made that. And I'm trying to look down inside. You can see there's larvae in a lot of these. They've got capped honey in the corners. That's very normal. This one is a little light, but that's okay. Just really good looking. This one's a little weird on the brood pattern, but I think it's just because this one kind of got out of sync, I guess, is the way to put it. There's a ton of larvae, early and late stage, but there's also a good amount of brood, so I'm not very worried about it. Let's see, they've still got drone brood down here coming out. And I don't see any play cups. Put that back careful and slide it down. Go ahead and get that in place. Whew. There we go. Looks like they've been trying to fuse these two together. This one on the next. This one looks empty as of right now. I mean, obviously there's capped brood and honey, but I'm looking for any eggs or anything like that. I'm not seeing any. But on this side, it is hard to see them as well with these yellow foundations here, just because you're looking for a white egg on a yellow foundation. They don't stand out too well. Not seeing any just yet. But we've still got capped brood. We've got a drone brood right there. If you guys can see that. Overall, not great, but there's plenty of signs of life everywhere else, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and get this next cover board off. And you can hear just how much they've glued all this down. I took their feed jar from them last night. It was empty. I've got a refill right over there. And that's going to go in today. Alrighty, and here is a completely different story than the other frames. We've got eggs, we've got tiny larvae, we've got big larvae. It's kind of what I was expecting. You can see a play cup. See if I can get it in frame good for you guys. Right there. That was there, I believe, 2 weeks ago. So they're just letting her know to keep up the good work. Nurse bees are hard working. You can see them ducking their heads into the spots where there's larvae. Just making sure that they care for everybody. That right there looks like a waggle dance. Oh, sorry, right there. Not sure what she's saying though. She doesn't have any pollen on. Not sure. And this other side, it looks like they're really just storing everything that they get. Not quite sure why they aren't using the feed to kind of build out. So they've grown, but not as much as I was expecting for how long they've been in this hive. You can see all that propolis on top there. So this one, obviously, was one that was put in empty. And it looks like they're trying to work it. You can see here in this corner here, they filled in that gap. Not sure what they've got going on here. Not sure if it's just they're not getting enough food to be able to build and expand or what, but they really just don't seem to like this frame and the one next to it. Okay. Moving on down. We'll break this one free. This was another frame that was just empty whenever it was put in. And again, we've got bees on it that look like they're working. They're starting to draw it out here. I'm worried that they're going to try, well, looks like they have been connecting. Just making sure I'm not squishing any bees. Looks like they're trying to connect this frame to this next one here, which I don't really want them doing. I'm going to see if I can just lower this back down to just kind of discourage, set that wax on the landing pad to kind of discourage them from going in that direction. Oh, there's a small hive beetle right there. Right in that corner. We're going to go ahead and see if we can't kill him. Just like that, he's gone. So that's the first one that I've seen actually inside of the hive. The rest have been in either the drip tray or... Actually, that's the only ones that I've seen have been in the drip tray. Alright, we'll get this guy back. And then we've got to pop this next cover board here. Make sure that we're clear. It seems that they have somehow managed to get past the divider board, and I'll have to figure out how they're doing that. Because that is not good. They could be building a whole network over on that side. I haven't checked it in probably 2, maybe 3 weeks, but I just saw some bees through the screen that I have on that side. I know this one's wonky. It was salvaged from whenever we brought them out of the swarm box. We left them in that for 2 weeks. You can see all that beautiful honey. None of this will really be good for us. I'm going to leave them alone for a whole... Ooh. Just clearing it so you guys can get a better view. None of this will really be good for us to harvest. It's all sugar water, but it's great for the hive to see so much honey being made. So it looks like they're focusing on storing everything. Still no signs of eggs. I might be taking that back right now. Not sure. I think I see them in there. Super cool though. They've fused that all together so they can use every bit of it. There's that all back. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and close up this portion of the hive. And then I'm going to check and see how it is that they're getting through. Make sure we're nice and snug there. And then snug that up as well. Like I said, I'm just going to completely close up this part of the hive. See if I can clear this guy out here. And I'll go ahead, give them their feed. What you do with these is you just turn it upside down until a vacuum forms. And then stick it in. I'll take this and set it on the landing pad here. Same deal, they can drag that back into the hive and repurpose it. Now, let's just open one up here and see what we have going on. How these guys are getting in. Looks like we've got a lot of dead bees and ants. I don't know if you saw that just now. This piece right here was blocking them, but it had been moved, and that's how they were able to get in. So I'll just block that back. That'll prevent any more of this death from happening. Really hate seeing that. I've got an ant problem still, but it does seem like they're staying down inside of the lower portion. So really that should kind of help with, I guess, ensuring that anything that falls down does get eaten, so there will be less waste. but that is something that I am going to continue to look into. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day.